Researchers have developed robot rabbits. They're lifelike decoys that look, move, even smell like real marsh bunnies.
Florida is currently fighting a war against monsters that can swallow a deer whole, but the newest weapon in the swamp isn't a trap or a gun. It is a fuzzy, mechanical bunny. Experts just released these high-tech robotic rabbits into the Everglades to lure out massive pythons, and things are already getting strange.
Robot versus Predator. It sounds like the title of a movie, but the Burmese python infestation in Florida is far from a work of fiction. Wildlife biologists in the Sunshine State are deploying a new weapon in an effort to eradicate this threat to the Everglades.
From secret sensors to rumors of government spying, this plan is turning the swamp into a sci-fi nightmare. You are going to see how a simple toy became a tool for survival and why some think this is just the beginning of a much darker plot. Slithering crisis in the Glades. The Florida Everglades is a massive place covering over 1.5 million acres of grass and water. It is one of the most beautiful spots on Earth, but right now, it is also a giant dinner plate for an invader that does not belong there. We are talking about the Burmese python. These snakes are native to Southeast Asia, but they have made themselves right at home in the Sunshine State. Most of them are 10 to 16 feet long, but some have been found that are over 20 feet and weigh more than 200 pounds. This slithering problem did not happen overnight, though. It actually started back in the 1970s and 80s through the exotic pet trade. People wanted a cool, giant snake in their living rooms, but they did not realize how big they would get or how much they would eat. When the snakes got too large to handle, many owners just drove out to the swamp and let them go. Then things took a major turn in 1992 when Hurricane Andrew hit. That storm was a monster, and it destroyed a lot of buildings, including places where people were breeding these snakes. Hundreds of pythons escaped into the wild all at once. By the middle of the 90s, they had started a breeding population that nobody could stop. The Everglades is perfect for them because it has mild winters and plenty of food. Plus, there is nothing in the swamp that can really challenge a full-grown python. These females can lay 50 to 100 eggs at a time. That is a lot of baby snakes entering the world every single year.
It threatens the survival of many endangered species. A single female python can lay up to 100 eggs at a time, and they have no natural predators in the Florida Everglades.
Experts think there could be tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of them out there now. The real kicker is that they are almost impossible to find. They have amazing camouflage that lets them blend into the green grass and brown water perfectly. You could be standing 3 feet away from a 20-foot snake and never even know it was there. Because they are so good at hiding, they have been able to eat their way through the entire ecosystem. Studies show that in some areas, the population of small mammals like raccoons and opossums has dropped by 99%. Even bobcats and marsh rabbits are disappearing. The pythons are apex predators, which means they are at the very top of the food chain. They eat birds, deer, and even alligators. It is a total disaster for the local balance of nature. For years, Florida has tried everything to get rid of them. They have had public hunting contests where people win cash for catching the biggest snakes. They have used dogs that are trained to sniff them out. They even put GPS trackers on male snakes to lead them to the breeding females. But even with all that effort, the snakes are still winning. Most hunters only find about 1 or 2 snakes for every 100 they look for. It is like looking for a needle in a haystack, except the needle can eat you. This is why everyone is looking for a new way to level the playing field. Finding them is the biggest hurdle because if you can't see them, you can't remove them. Scientists are desperate for a tool that works better than just walking through the swamp with a flashlight. They need something that brings the snakes to them. But then everything changed when a group of researchers came up with a plan that sounded like a joke at first. Electronic prey for pythons. Researchers at the University of Florida decided to get creative. They teamed up with the Water Management District to build something called a robo bunny.
All right, it's high tech versus high threat in the Florida Everglades.
Researchers have developed robot rabbits. They're lifelike decoys that look, move, even smell like real marsh bunnies. It's an effort to lure out Burmese pythons.
These are essentially stuffed rabbits that have been turned into high-tech machines. Each one costs about $4,000, which sounds like a lot for a toy, but these are far from simple. They are built to survive the harsh conditions of the wetlands. For starters, they have solar-powered motors inside them. This allows them to move in a realistic way by spinning or shaking, which catches the eye of a hunting python. See, pythons hunt mainly by ambush. They sit still and wait for something to move past them. If they see a rabbit hopping or twitching, they are going to strike. But movement is only half the story. Pythons also have special pits on their faces that let them see heat. If a robot is cold, a snake might not be interested. So, these robotic rabbits have internal heaters that keep them at the same temperature as a living mammal. On top of that, they have scent emitters. These little devices spray out rabbit smells and pheromones to make the area smell like a fresh meal. It is a full sensory trap. When the program started in the summer of '25, they put out about 40 units. Now, they are scaling up to over 120 of them. Each robot is placed in a small pen or a specific zone where snakes are known to live. They are also packed with AI cameras and motion sensors. The crazy part is how the system works once a snake arrives. As soon as a python gets close or strikes the robot, the machine sends an alert to a professional removal team. The team can then see exactly where the snake is and head out to take it out. This saves them hours of wandering around aimlessly in the heat. It is a way to make the hunt much more efficient. One of the most overlooked aspects of this tech is that it is remote controlled. Scientists can check on the robots from their offices without having to drive out into the middle of nowhere every day. It saves a lot of money and time in the long run. Early tests showed that snakes would actually stay with the lures for over an hour. They would strike the fake rabbit and try to constrict it, giving the hunters plenty of time to show up. It turns out that the snakes aren't smart enough to tell the difference between a real rabbit and a high-tech machine if the heat and smell are right. People are very hopeful that this could finally be the thing that tips the scales. If they can find the big breeding females, they can stop thousands of new snakes from being born. But as soon as these robots were deployed into the deeper parts of the Everglades, some people started to get very suspicious. Dark theories under the sun. Just when you thought the story was just about snakes and robots, the internet started doing what it does best. Nobody saw this coming, but as soon as the news of the robo bunnies broke, conspiracy theories started popping up everywhere. A lot of people are confused about why the government is spending thousands of dollars on mechanical toys. Some think that these rabbits are not just for pythons. There are rumors in the air that these are actually surveillance drones used to watch people in remote areas. Since the Everglades is so big and hard to patrol, people think the robots are being used to track hikers, hunters, or anyone else moving through the swamp. They believe the AI cameras are more for face recognition than for snake detection. And get this, some groups are saying the whole python crisis was planned from the start. They claim the snakes were released on purpose decades ago just to give the government an excuse to use high-tech tools like this. It sounds wild, but in certain online circles, people are convinced it is a test for a larger bioweapon program. They wonder if the robots might eventually go rogue, or if they are being used to train AI for military uses. There is a fear that these machines could start forming swarms, or that they might attract other animals in a way that ruins the ecosystem even more. Basically, people are worried about human hubris. They think we are trying to fix a problem we created by using even more dangerous technology. Another popular theory is that the pythons will eventually learn. Some speculate that the snakes are already getting smarter and might start avoiding the robots or even attacking them in ways that break the sensors. If the snakes adapt, the $4,000 robots become useless pieces of junk floating in the water. There are also concerns about what happens to the batteries in the metal if the robots get lost or broken. People are obsessed with the idea that we are just trade-offing one type of pollution for another, but what many can confirm is that the project is still moving forward despite the noise. Whether it is a secret spy mission or just a smart way to catch snakes, the tension in Florida is at an all-time high. The real shocker is how much people don't realize about the scale of the surveillance. These robots aren't just sitting there, they are constantly talking to satellites and ground stations. For some, that is a red flag that this is about more than just animal control. It is about controlling the land itself. But then again, maybe it is just a desperate attempt to save a dying ecosystem before the snakes eat every last living thing. Looking back, that was the moment everything shifted from a simple science project to a full-blown mystery. Battle for the Everglades. So, here is the deal. The robotic rabbits are now a permanent part of the Florida landscape. Whether they are heroes or high-tech spies, they are doing a job that humans simply cannot do on their own. Every single python that is removed from the swamp is a win for the native animals. One less giant snake means that a raccoon or a deer gets to live another day. It is about restoring a balance that was destroyed by people decades ago. The project is showing that we can use our best technology to try and fix the mistakes of the past. It is not a perfect solution, and it is definitely not going to get rid of every snake, but it is a start. What most people are missing is that this is a long-term fight. We are not going to wake up tomorrow and find that all the pythons are gone. It is going to take years of work and probably even more weird inventions. The Everglades is a tough place, and it does not give up its secrets easily. But as long as we keep trying new things, there is a chance we can save this unique part of the world. The story of the robotic rabbits is a reminder of how strange our relationship with nature has become. We use machines to mimic life so that we can protect the life that is left. It is a weird, messy, and fascinating battle that is happening right in our own backyard. Against all logic, the plan seems to be working for now. The data is coming in, and snakes are being caught. But there is still a massive caveat. We have to be careful about how much we rely on technology to solve problems that we caused. If we aren't careful, we might find ourselves in a situation where the cure is just as complicated as the disease. But for today, the robo bunnies are out there, twitching and waiting in the grass, hoping to catch the next monster before it disappears back into the shadows. Do you think using robots in the wild is a smart move or a dangerous mistake? Could these machines really be watching more than just snakes? Leave a comment below with your thoughts. If you enjoyed this mystery, make sure to like and subscribe for more.